Hi, Aziza Nubia. Created for spiritual enhancement to shift your reality into something new. Download the Natural Woman magazine app and order your kits today in the Natural Woman shop. Be sure to stop by Black Friday for amazing deals and offers.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room, you can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
I don't deny there's some strange evolutionary process going on, but mankind won't be destroyed. The fact that you and I are working today is evidence of that.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening. We are here for another episode of Are You Woke Yet? I have the Queen Nzingha, the sweet sister. I hope. Are you there? Because you look frozen for a second. Let me know if y'all can hear us fine. Let me know how you're feeling, because we were having some technical difficulties when we were trying to start, y'all. So let me know in the comments that y'all can hear me clearly. It ain't choppy. We got the complete sister Splash in the building. Well, not even in the building. On the internet waves. We here. All right, make sure y'all liking and sharing. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook, that's watching on YouTube. Make sure you share, y'all. We got to talk about one of my favorite topics. Hey, everybody. And Nzingha, if you can hear me, it is like looking like you're frozen. Hey, everybody. Hopefully we can get the internet to work good. Then we can get the queen in, y'all. I had to bring my sister on because
sometimes when I hit on my
okay, there it is coming in, coming out. So I wanted to bring her on. I've had her as a guest on several of my platforms, several of my shows. We have worked together on so many things. Is an echo coming on my end? It's an echo on my end, y'all. Y'all hearing echo? All right, y'all. All right. You back in? I don't know what's going on with technology today. Hey, hey, hey. All right. So last time, okay. So I guess some people saying they hearing echoes on YouTube. Facebook is saying they ain't hearing no echoes. I can't fix if you are hearing an echo. All the volume levels on my end look good. So we shall see. All right, I'm trying to share on Instagram one good time. I got to share my YouTube link to my Instagram follow. You know what? They just gonna have to hit the thing because there's too much stuff going on. All right, and Nzingha, you with me?
I'm here.
You're here. Okay, we hear y'all. All right,
Yes.
so an amazing topic tonight. I had to bring on the goddess, like in a living legend right now, to the platform to talk about several things that we got going on as well as she has going on, and to actually talk about probably one of my favorite topics to talk about, which is sex magic. Anything dealing with sex. It's not just because, oh, I like to have sex, but it's so powerful, and it's very important that we have an excellent understanding of it, because there's a reason why we have the highest rates of STDs, the highest rate of reproductive disorders, all these issues when it comes to our sexuality and sex. And that's because we are not educated, misinformed, and we ain't in control. And so I love talking about this topic and being able to share with people just the depths of sex, because a lot of us don't know. All we know is Pornhub and what school taught us. So hopefully in this, our time.
And I really want to. Well, just speaking to what you were saying, the different reproductive issues and the different STDs, we're misusing our power. Like you said, sex is a very powerful.
Exactly. I'm hearing a bit of delay, but I hear you clearly now.
Yes, there's a delay.
Okay. Well, as long as we can hear and get the words out, I'm all good with that, y'all. Ooh, so we getting into tonight's topic. So, of course, I brought the sweet sister Nzingha Byrd to the platform to talk about this amazing workshop that we will be conducting on this Saturday at Sweet Sister Splash here in Cincinnati. Tickets are on sale for the workshop. I know we just started doing online tickets. So people who do not want to come out the house, who want to stay at home but want to participate, you can check out the online tickets. The tickets are on Eventbrite. And then if you do want to come out and be interactive with us, we will be now at Sweet Sister Splash. And I'll make sure I give that info towards the end of the live stream so you guys can have it. All right, Ashley Jones, she said it's breaking up whenever you talk. So Nzingha, let's first off, I know I've done this before, but there's some people who may have never watched any live stream that I've done. Tell us about yourself, who you are and what you do, and we can get into the topic.
All right, so I don't want to take up too much time. I do a lot of things, so I could talk about a lot of things. I have a lot of passions. But as it pertains to what we're talking about tonight, I own Sweet Sister Splash Culture Shop downtown, and we do a lot of different events and programs. And over the years, we've done all types of events like yoga and Black think tanks and reggae parties. The space is really a reflection of myself, because I know that I'll connect with other people, so whatever I'm on is the type of events and stuff that we do down there. And lately I've really been tapping into my magic on many different platforms, and just really tapping into the earth's magic on many different platforms. So I make all types of potions and herbal elixirs, and I do all type of creative visualization, and I work with different tools like oils and stones and herbs and all of those, ancient ancient practices and secrets of the divine. I work with those things at Sweet Sister Splash. Currently, that's just what I'm on.
And she does it so well, and she being super modest. Like, when I say this queen is a whole living legend out in these Cincinnati streets, I am not even playing. Because she's the dopest. She's definitely the dopest, and just an amazing example for women who feel like, you know, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, I got to stick with this one thing. She's the perfect source of inspiration to show you I can do it all. I can literally wake up thinking and put my mind to something and actually make that happen. So make sure y'all follow and support what she has going on. So let's get into this topic of sex magic. So Nzingha, I know this was originally your idea to do this workshop, and you came out to me and wanted me to participate. Where did that come from? I kind of know why, but what made you want to reach out to me to, like, let's put this workshop together?
Well, I think over the years, you and I have been on a lot of the same thing. We kind of vibrate at the same wavelength with a lot of things. So I know that this is something that you're into and that you practice. And I know that you have, you know, your own experience, which equals expertise. Like, we all have expertise in things through our experience. I was just reminded of that the other day. So I just really wanted to share the space with you in this way. I'm also looking to do more collaborations moving forward.
Right.
We just had potion spells with Divinity Shrine down in ATL. And we have a trap yoga coming up next month with Ola Marie down at the space. So I just really wanted to just start just teaming up, you know?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that, because that's the energy I've been on. And it's kind of like, at this point in time, we can cover more ground when we work together versus everybody doing the same thing in little small pockets. Why not try to combine all that together?
Oh man, if we really thought like that, our buying power would be so huge, and our reach and our growth and our expansion would be so huge. Like, we got to come into that, you know?
Yeah. Come into that space, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes growth, because, you know, a lot of people, we just got ego, or we just want to be me, the center, and get the credit. Some people are not like that, but I really do appreciate the invitation to be a part of this workshop, just because I already have a passion for it. And not because I got 7 kids, y'all. It's because this is some real deal type information. So I appreciate you for reaching out. So as far as getting into the topic of sex magic, for somebody who's new to the practice, or just even new to the idea, what would you say sex magic is?
So I would say that sex magic is using your sensuality, using your sexuality to practice a very old belief, the law of attraction. You know, I think that it's combining pleasure with manifestation, you know, because I think a lot of times we think that we manifest from what we think.
Yeah.
You know, but we actually really make the magic happen by how we feel. You know, you can think something, but if you really feel it really deep down in your soul and your spirit, once you activate that, that's when you really activate manifestation and the law of attraction. So I think that with sex magic, we can combine a wonderful feeling with attracting all the wonderful things that we want in our life.
Right.
We can put that feeling in. Yeah.
And that's powerful, because even if you don't understand that information, you still manifest it and attract it. everything you experiencing in your life while you having sex, pretty much. Like, so, like a lot of the chaos and craziness that people go through, a lot of times they bringing it into their own space, not just by how they're thinking or the people around them, but what's going on their mind and on their spirit and in their energy while they're in the act of having sex. And if you guys don't realize, anytime you have sex, that's going to amplify with whatever energies in the space, pretty much.
Right.
And so
Right.
it's super important. I can't stress.
You gotta be selective. You gotta be intentional. You know, you have to be fully present, you know, because that's a sacred space.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to play with. It's nothing to play with. I always tell people all the time, a lot of us have, and this hasn't been scientifically proven, but in my mind, it makes sense. A lot of the unexpected pregnancies or children that we don't expect, a lot of times comes from when we're in acts of having sex and hoping, oh, I hope I don't get pregnant, or things like that. We kind of bring on those type of situations. So it's super important, like Nzingha said, that we understand how intentional we need to be in the act and not being so careless with it. Because society kind of like
and
pushes
the right mind state.
Yeah.
The right mind state, you know, like I don't think it's necessarily about, you know, the I want to say sacredness and purity, but it's not really the right word, but it's the feeling that I'm going after. It's not really about like only having sex with one person that you in love with for the rest of your life. It's not really about that, but it's about how you feel in that sexual act. You know, with whatever that sexual act is it something that, you know, you are fully enjoying, or you allow yourself to be free? Is it with somebody that, you know, you feel comfortable with? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the mind state of the act that you're in. Are you doing it from a place of need, or, you know, being conscious of that energy is really important. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling about yourself when you're doing that. And then when you have the proper mindset, and you lay the proper stage, and it's how you want it to be, you already putting a lot of positive energy into a powerful act. Then when you combine that, the creative visualization during orgasm, and I know that's a whole nother part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like you create this type of earthquake. You know what I'm saying? You really send out a very, very strong vibration. You send out a very, very strong vibration.
And that's what it's all about, especially when you like when you get into manifestation, attracting, tapping into our feminine energy, y'all. Because feminine energy is magnetism, is gonna draw, and masculine energy electrifies. And so, you know, all of this information, like it mind boggles me how society and just how we're brought up, there's so little information on sex and sexuality. And then, but it's so powerful as far as the industry, how much people make money off of it, and then how people are using it incorrectly. I don't even want to say incorrectly, but unwise, because so much energy that comes with it, like it's really, really deep. So
yeah, that's that misuse of power again. Like, just imagine if you use that power in the right way. Like, sex can make you buy anything. We already know that sex sells. You know, it can drive people insane. You know what I'm saying? So it's a power there. It's a power there. So it's all in how you use your power.
Right. And the reason why this conversation is so powerful for women, ladies, because we hold the secret key to activating any type of, I want to say, like powerful manifestations. Like, yes, men can attract things to themselves sexually, of course, but as women, just how we're made up, how we're wired, like we are like this special power box that is super important. What'd you say?
I said vortex. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Pull it in.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
so,
just think about when we pull the sperm in, when we pull it in, and what it creates life. That's what sex magic is. It's creating life.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily a child, but
exactly. So I know that's what people want to get into, because a lot of people always say, okay, you can use sex magic to do more things than to create a child. So what are some of those things that you can utilize sex magic for specifically and practically, so people will know?
I do a lot of visualization for myself. So I use it to attract whatever it is that I want, however I want to see myself. I've always been a big daydreamer, so I use that. You know what I'm saying? I use my ability to, and I'm a big night dreamer too. So I use my ability to daydream and to night dream to pull to me, especially daydream, because I'm more in control. So I see myself where I want myself, how I want myself, with whatever it is that I want during sex magic, to bring it into my fruition. And it just raises the frequency of what it is that I desire. And I've had visualizations manifest into reality.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I know for me, it's pretty, I'm big on the visualization part, and pretty much anything from if I'm sick, you can utilize your sexual energy to heal certain parts of your organs, of your body. Need to manifest, for example, I need a deal to go through. I can put some sex magic on the deal to make sure that that can go through. Of course, money. You can use sex magic to bring in money, bring in a house. Like the Queen said, anything that you can visualize and see yourself having, believing that you can have it, you bring that into your sexual experience to raise the frequency of that. Because when we understand frequency and law of attraction, you manifest what you want to level up, basically. So if you want to manifest $1 million, but you got a $5 mindset, it's not going to happen. You have to get on the frequency of the $1 million mindset for the $1 million to reach you. And so adding sex to your manifestations and visualization just helps boost it up, kind of like why we do full moon rituals, pretty much. So that's really
Exactly.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people are probably wondering, like, okay, so how do you do this? Do you need to do this with a partner? Is it wise to practice with a partner first, or practice with yourself? What's more comfortable for you? I know it's comfortable for
Currently
me.
with myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, currently with myself. My manifestation is, better like that. And oh man, that just taps me in on so many deeper levels though, because it's deeper than just manifesting. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just attracting what it is that you want. It creates a whole nother connection with self.
Right. It
Connection with your own power. It's like recycling your energy. You know what I'm saying? So connection with your own power, like you said, to heal your own body. Like that's major, because that's usually something that we go outside of ourselves to do. Whether if it be with a doctor, or whether if it be with some herbs. We usually go outside of ourselves to heal our body. So sex magic is a way to go inside of yourself to heal your body. That's a deep connection with self. That gives you a stronger sense of self-value as well. You know what I'm saying? Self-worth as well, to be able to not have to go outside of yourself for whatever it is that you need. So that was a revelation that I've had lately, because I had the opportunity to go outside of myself, and I chose myself. Like, nah, I choose myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it's really real. And I know I always get, it's usually men, which is odd. I always be in my inbox, want to talk smack to me because they say a lot of my content is in regards to sex. And it's like, is there other things women need to be talking about or learning about besides sex? Don't we got enough sex out there? And I'm like, obviously it's not enough sex, because I have an understanding that what's felt on the inside reflects what's on the outside. And when I like again, when I see statistics of women with endometriosis, fibroid tumors, hysterectomies, ovarian cysts, horrible periods, not being able to achieve orgasm, like all these air barriers concerning our reproductive organs, and I'm like, how can we not address our sexuality? Because there's an obvious disconnect to the reason why those numbers are so high.
Those are facts. Those are facts. I think that sometimes some men, not all, some men can be uncomfortable with a woman's power or her tapping into her power, you know, and I think that this can be an old belief, you know, something that was kind of maybe ingrained from granddaddy and great granddaddy and all that type of thing. And it could be even, you know, with women working outside of the home, you know, that was a moment in time where women were tapping more into their power, and it was a lot of resistance. So women now tapping more into their sensual and sexual power, there's resistance. It's always been resistance for that. There's always been resistance for that.
Yeah.
At least here, I know. I know I've seen in other parts of the world too, melanated places. So yeah, you know, that's kind of to be expected.
Yeah. And you know, I think that's really because that as women, we hold so much power and we hold so much control, for real, as quiet as it's kept, when it comes to the realm of sexuality, because our bodies are the most sexually objectified things out there. Today's day and time, I don't know what these brothers doing, but you know, everybody wants pussy, but some people don't no more. But it's a lot of them that still want it. And so because of that desire, we hold a certain amount of power, and some men are uncomfortable with us having that much power because we have control when it comes to it down there. So it's really deep. It's really
true. It's true. We can't let that stop us, though. We can't let that stop us to get into our healing, like you said, because not honoring our power is making us sick.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I don't understand why people don't get. Just like we got to focus on our physical health, our mental health. Mental health is really big. Our sexual health is important too. Like if you just ignore your sexual health, and I'm not just talking about, you know, bathing and like, but actually using your sexual organs and utilizing that energy, that can make you unhealthy too. Like you just can't just sit there and ignore it. Or a lot of people who came up in Christian backgrounds and Christian doctrines, that whole idea makes you ashamed of it, especially women. And so we have all these traumatic barriers that are blocking us from having true, fully magical sexual experiences, which is one of the reasons why we're doing the workshop. Because I know when we were planning, we're really wanting to make sure we tackle traumas that women may hold on to that make them not want to be more open. Because when you tapping into sex magic and you want to do sex magic, a lot of times, ladies, when we want to have sex, we're very closed off. We have a hard time being vulnerable. We have a hard time being open, especially when we're experiencing sex magic with a partner, or sometimes with ourselves. There's some women who don't even feel comfortable with touching themselves or feeling on themselves because it's some doctrine in their mind telling them that it's evil, that it's wrong, or that it's nasty. And then sometimes you got to question, where is that coming from? You know?
Right.
And so one of the things we're going to be hitting on in the workshop is making sure we address trauma issues, how to overcome those traumas, and then just acts of self-love, because the more you love yourself, the deeper your sexual experiences with yourself and or a partner, you know, they can become powerful.
Yes.
So I'm excited.
I am too.
I'm super excited about the workshop because I'm just at this point with just everything that we have experienced in 2020. I feel like everything now should be left into our hands. It's left in our hands at this point, because I wouldn't want to entrust my life or anything else into the hands of no other government entity leader, because they obviously don't know what the hell they're talking about or doing, because the state of the world, and I'm not just talking about COVID or the presidential election, but just where we are now is not in a good place, you know. And it's going to take platforms like this, conversations like this, us tackling these difficult questions to actually talk about, to actually create spaces where we can heal. Like this, these are going to be the little things that's going to help us get to that utopian world that we all wish that we can manifest. And we still have the ability to manifest, but in order to even manifest, you got to clear whatever's blocking you. And so hopefully, I know with this workshop, we'll definitely be touching on a lot of topics on why there are blocks, why we can't connect, and how we can connect, and how we can have powerful sexual experiences. So I'm looking in the comment section. Thank you to everybody that's watching on YouTube and Facebook right now. I am going to open up the phone lines. You can dial the number, stream it at the bottom of the screen. We're a little bit over a half an hour left in the show. You can hit that number if you want to call in and have a question.
I want to say that's why I think it's really important what you're doing, opening this up to social media, opening this up to Facebook, to Instagram, because of course we're going to go deeper into these things at the workshop, but to just at least plant that seed and to get somebody to, you know, think a little bit different about the true and real power that lies in sex and self-love. It's just planting the seed, and that, you know, that somebody could be listening and they could go and have a conversation with somebody else about it, and have a conversation with somebody else about it. And like you mentioned, in that utopia, you know, it doesn't have to be a mass movement. You know, it doesn't have to be a mass movement, but, you know, our workshop on Saturday, we're only selling, you know, 10 tickets, small space. So we're selling 10 tickets. I think we maybe got 3 or 4 left, but we're also going to stream it where you can get an online ticket, because like I said, it doesn't have to be a real big thing. We don't have to present this information to 1,000 women, you know. All we have to do is plant that seed. All we have to do is plant that seed. Like anybody that's at home watching tonight that's maybe going to do some research around it, or that's just going to open up and free up, you know. So I do think it's possible for what you're saying, for that healing to come. So I'm excited. I'm excited about it all.
So we have a caller. Hello, you're on the line. Who are we speaking with?
Hey, this is Sherry. How are y'all?
Hello, Sherry. How are you doing?
I'm
Sherry. This is
say, hey, Queens. I'm loving it. I'm feeling the energy. That's what's up. I just wanted to tell y'all that I love y'all both. I love what y'all doing, and yeah, I just wanted to show y'all some support and some love this evening.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Y'all, if y'all in Cincinnati, y'all need to go on and hook up with the cookie jar. It's
It's
some
exactly what we're going to be talking about.
it's some of the most, it's an amazing experience. I haven't booked my next appointment yet because I gotta wait for my baby to go to daycare because I can't take him with me, and it's just crazy. But I'm telling y'all, it's an amazing treat. She has so many amazing things, so make sure y'all hit up the cookie jar. And thank you so much for calling in and showing that support.
Yeah, hey B.
Hey baby, how you doing?
I can hear you.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all go.
Okay. Oh man.
Yeah, you know, the cookie jar is a good representation of what we're talking about. You know, it's a Yoni Steaming spa in the city, and it's really about, again, connecting with your sacred seat, with your throne. You know what I mean?
It is, and you get anything from, I know, detoxing products. She got yoni eggs there now, yoni elixirs, education. A lot of women don't even understand how educated you have to be when it comes to your sacred seat. So I definitely say, if you're in Cincinnati, you living here, you need to be hitting that at least once a month after the menstrual, because if y'all have not experienced what your yoni feels like after a yoni steam, whether you go to a spa or do it at home, it's a whole nother level of feeling, y'all.
It really is. We actually going to do a demonstration Saturday at Sex Magick. Is nobody's going to actually get a steam, but we're gonna show you how. So, you know, that will be a good thing.
Right, and that's super important. I know people, when we have these conversations, you want to get to the nitty gritty. Like, let me know positions, let me know this, let me know that. But and I'm very particular on this, especially when you're giving out this occult, ancient knowledge to lots of people. You got to start with the basics, because if you got traumas that you have ignored and haven't dealt with, but then want to tap into some sex magic, and then you manifest a whole plate of bullshit in your life, you're going to be mad at yourself. It's levels to this.
Really and truth, because, girl, I was just getting ready to say that. You know, it's levels to all of it, you know, with the very basic dealing with, you know, your mind state, your mindset around sexuality and your experiences, addressing those first. Then you may move on to something else, a egg, a steam, or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But it truly is levels to this. It truly is levels to this. It's just like when you working with craft, you don't want to, you know, start doing potions and spells, and you got all type of trauma or negative experiences that are lingering. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna bring that up in your manifest, in your creation, in your magic. You know what I'm saying?
So you definitely want to make sure that, you know, you got the basics, that you deal with you do with the healing, because I'm telling you, you'll get the full benefits of everything when you get into a space of loving yourself, accepting yourself, having respect for yourself, knowing your worth, knowing you are the prize. A lot of us, we just be giving a pussy up to people who don't deserve none of that shit, you know, and allowing their energy to come into our manifestation. This is why it's so important that when you start getting into the practice of practicing sex magic, that you practice it with yourself first, because when you got to make sure your partner's bullshit don't come into your bullshit either. Because a lot of people,
we're not just talking about like masturbation. We're talking about combining, you know, visualization and bringing about manifestation for a particular thing. So we're not just talking about masturbating, you know, but as you practice on that level, as you take it from that level of masturbation to actual sex magic, you will probably not even want, you more than likely won't want what you shouldn't have.
Right.
You know, because you'll experience a evolution. You know what I'm saying? To where you're not gonna just be giving pussy to anybody.
Right. Exactly.
Or people that don't deserve it, or people whatever.
So we have a comment. Sherry says a lot of women don't even know who they are or what they really want or desire for themselves, which is why they need to discover before looking for a partner to share the cookie with, a partner who's on the prowl. Exactly. Exactly. You gotta do that work into knowing yourself, understanding who you are, and making sure that you're dealing with whatever blocks. And I say that because a lot of women, for example, who have issues with achieving orgasm with a partner or sometimes with themselves, or women who are just limited to clitoral orgasms. A lot of the reasons on why you can't experience a higher level of orgasm, because there are 9 levels of orgasm. And so if you're only experiencing like clitoral orgasms, that's like a level 2, 3, to be quite honest. And Nzingha, I think we're gonna get her back. Something happened with the computer, but that's levels to it, and a lot of times there are blocks and traumas, beliefs that have been ingrained with us, ideas that we kind of didn't even think that were still into our space, that blocks us from achieving those levels of orgasm. So, knowing yourself is key. And then hopefully a lot of the things that we will discuss during the workshop will help a lot of women with that. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the Eventbrite page in the comments. For anybody that's interested, again, we will have online and location tickets available. The seating is only limited to 10 if you come to the space. But we will have online representation. So Nzingha, you there? Did it go back out again?
Here.
You're here? Okay. Cool beans.
Yes.
All right. So I'm about to add the link to the workshop in the comments. So, but before, tell us about some of the amazing things you got going on. Let's take a moment to talk about that. Because, and I say that not just to plug her in, but I know she's been using her sex magic to manifest some of these amazing things she got popping. So I'm saying that for twofold, for y'all can hear what she got to do, but then also be inspired to be like, damn, you did that with that. Like, to know, like, we ain't playing on these streets. We practicing and applying what we doing and preaching.
Absolutely. So I think a couple of times ago when I was traveling to Ghana, things were just looking really crazy, getting closer to the time to go. I didn't have everything that I needed to have. And we were like, maybe 3 weeks away. So I did some magic and I practiced some visualization of seeing exactly what I needed, like seeing it on my computer screen, seeing my clearance, seeing everything that I needed. And I just held that really strong. And I think within a couple of days, I had everything that I needed, So when you say all the different things that I got going on, that was when I was trying to go and do some international business, and I needed some things, and I needed to speed up the process, So yeah, I definitely have used it for business, amongst other things.
That's awesome. So I know that you have Beach Bird Travel.
Right.
I've been watching you put that together and grow that into something super amazing. You just purchased property in Ghana, which is super dope. And you're going to be starting these retreats and trips for people to be able to get an amazing African experience. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I've been over a few times now, and I've developed some favorite things, some must-see things.
Sorry guys for the delay. I know how Facebook and all these social media
And we
platforms
had
be
a
doing.
really good time. I'm sorry.
No, you were cutting in and out, so I was telling everybody to be patient with the streaming.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I did a small tour maybe a year or two ago. Took some people over for Fashion Week. It was just a really dope experience. That was just the beginning of it for me, because initially I seen myself just doing tours. But then I just dug a little bit deeper and I seen a little bit bigger, and I thought, it would be really great to provide a space where people can come year around and have this experience, not just when I go. And I made some connections with some really great people over there that can, make all of this possible. So I decided to, and then plus I seen how much money we were spending in hotels and things of that nature. So
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to create something that would be more accessible to people, and that would be able to give a year-around experience there. So we decided to open up the Beach Birds Guest House in Accra. So in March, we'll be opening up our estate, and we're just making sure everything is extra special and getting all our tours and everything lined up so that we can, for all of 2021, be able to provide as many people as possible with an authentic, enjoyable experience to the motherland.
Mm. I love it. I think that is super dope.
Yeah.
I remember I shared with her. I told her like, "Yo, you don't even know how dope." That's why I said she a living legend. She don't even. I know she knows it, but I don't even think she really know it because that's super dope, especially in COVID. Because you ain't nobody about to go to like she was like, I ain't scared. I'm still doing what I had planned and what I'm putting my mind to. I'm making that happen.
Yep, this has been a powerful year on many different levels. And this is something that I've been wanting for some years, but I think COVID, putting us all in the house more, gave me some time to really focus in on this goal and
Yeah.
figuring out exactly what I needed to do to achieve it. And I just try to keep myself safe while I'm here. And for real, I feel safer when I'm there or when I'm in another country as far as COVID and all of this and all of that is concerned. So that's the goal, to get over there, to get the kids over there and not have to worry about all of this craziness.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my thing. I said I gotta wait. Before I bring my kids over to Africa, I gotta wait till at least the baby at least 3, because him taking that long air flight ain't gonna work for me because I don't like standing up in planes. Um,
Yeah. But
so
the good thing about it is that I always send my guests on an overnight flight.
ooh, okay.
So really, hopefully the children would sleep most of it.
Mm-hmm.
We do an overnight flight from UK. So hopefully the children would sleep through most of it. By the time they wake up, have some breakfast, whatever, we'll be landing. We'll be landing in Ghana.
Okay. And so your packages also include the stay and travel and events and
Yes,
touring. Okay.
yes. So it includes all of our excursions, transportation to everything that's on the itinerary, and then your accommodations in our state, and your ticket from JFK, your airline ticket from JFK. Is really, I have not seen a better deal, you know. But for me, um, I just want as many people to have the experience as they can, you know.
Yeah.
So we offer this early bird pricing, where if you book your trip so far in advance, we can guarantee this price. And then as you move closer to the trip, the tour date, your package would be more, but we still have it at a reasonable price. And then for everything that's included, it's just, you can't beat it.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So I need y'all to definitely. Is there a website yet, or they just need to follow the Sweet Sister Splash page?
Yeah, they can go to beachbirdstravel.com. And if you go to beachbirdstravel.com, you'll just click on Ghana Tours. We got 6 different tours in 2021. So, and then we're planning for the Natural Woman Retreat over there. So,
Oh, yes.
check
In the word.
Check out the page. Mm-hmm.
I'll type that into the comments on the Facebook Live from the magazine page and on YouTube, y'all. So make sure y'all go check that out. Sherry says she absolutely loves your determination and power to manifest goals. I love it too. It's so inspiring to see.
Thank y'all. Y'all too very, that means a lot coming from both of y'all, because both of y'all are powerhouses. Both of y'all are powerhouses and queen mothers doing it all, so that means a lot.
I shade to that.
Yeah.
So we're coming into the last few minutes of tonight's conversation, and we've just been really talking about sex magic, manifesting. We're talking about this amazing Sex Magick Workshop that's going to be happening this Saturday at 2 p.m. So if you haven't purchased your ticket to come to the workshop, make sure you get your online ticket so you can come watch it and learn what you need to learn, at least be a part of it. And because the space is limited. Online space is limited and physical tickets are limited. So if you feel like, you're at a point in your life where you need to go into, I typed it wrong. Thank you, Sherry. I'm going to copy what she said. I forgot the S, y'all. If you feel like it's time for you to take things up to another level, this would definitely take things up for another level for you. But then as well, connect you with other like-minded women. So we can all share and connect. Because ladies, I don't care what society says, your relationships with the female people in your life are very important. Very, very important. And that's all I can say. Like, nobody can understand you more than another female as a woman.
Sisterhood is a powerful thing.
Yes.
I mean, we've been making those sacred sister circles since the beginning of time, whether we was weaving baskets or braiding hair, so it's a very, very powerful cipher right there with your sisters.
Yeah. And hopefully we can tapping in and doing some really some internal healing. So we can start taking our manifestations to the next level, especially now, y'all. Time is speeding up. And with things speeding up like they are, like, we don't got as much time to do things like we say we're going to do, if that makes sense. Because before you know it, 15 years going to pass by. So, what's holding you up at this point? Everybody should be on point of living for their purpose, being of service to this planet, being creative, giving the gifts that they were born with, giving that back to the earth. And the only way you're going to know what those things are is if you deal with self, go within self, understand self. And so hopefully with this workshop, we can either help you understand further or introduce you to just a whole new world of healing and existing. So I'm super excited.
Yes.
Super excited.
And, hopefully we'll do this again. Like, we have the space restrictions with how many people we can have, but I don't really think that this will be one that we would want to have a whole lot of people in anyway, because we're going to go deep. We're going to go deep, and we want every woman to be able to really have a space to go deep within herself as well.
Right.
So
and comfortable.
We'll do it again. Yeah, we'll do it again, and we'll probably still keep it, quaint. All right, very good, Mama.
Shouts out to
she's coming down. Yeah, Mama's coming down.
Yeah, she already been to South. She already been to South Africa, and they was calling her the rich auntie from America.
Oh
while
goodness.
she was out there.
That's where I want to go. I want to go to South Africa.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
She put the whole
that's
month
what's up.
there. Yeah, I wasn't ready. Them airplanes, I be my max is 4 hours.
You gotta
After
just
that.
do no, you gotta do the overnight flight with us. I'm gonna make sure that I get everybody on that one. Because that makes a difference. I've done the long flights. I've done
Yeah.
the 18 hours and 19 hours and the layovers in London and Amsterdam and all of that. But once I've done that straight flight from JFK, it's no going back. I gotta do that.
Okay. Well, that's
Actually, because like I said, you're probably gonna get on your plane about 7 o'clock in the evening. You're gonna have some. You're gonna watch a movie, maybe a movie or two, but then you're gonna go to sleep.
and then wake up and you home.
Yep.
Wake up and you home.
You're gonna wake up with maybe an hour to go.
Okay. That seems doable.
So we're gonna do it.
That seems doable. Yeah, okay.
That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. And pretty soon we'll be in that business class, first class, and it ain't gonna be good. It is not gonna be no going back from that either.
Right. Then it's gonna be private. Just forget commercial and then just book our own private plane.
Yep. Do you see this? Do you see it? And you also feel it. So that already lets you know it's coming. We see it and we feel it.
Already.
It's
already in the workshop. Telling you. And you take to that power of yours, anything that you want, like that's amazing, y'all. You just don't understand. That's an amazing feeling, or just even gift to know that energy, anything you put your mind to, if you can feel it, if you believe it, you can have it.
Facts. Anything that you really give the energy to, and the movement and the works. You can't just wish it and wait for it. No, you got to put the movement to it. But if you got the right mind state, the right spirit behind it, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It has no choice. It has no choice. The universe ain't set up like that for it not to. That's like some days when I get into like when my visualizations be popping and strong, and then I can feel it, I get so excited. I be hyped like it's already here, because I know, like, dang, that was the special recipe I needed for it to come. So the fact that I'm already excited because I feel like I already have it, and then I can see it clearly, I'm like, oh shoot, it's coming. I'm excited. I'm happy, y'all. It's a powerful space to be in, but it takes work to get into that space. And I know a lot of the workshops and programs that Nzingha offers at Sweet Sister Splash are great modalities to help you, open yourself into that whole world of manifestation. Because not only does she does the Sex Magick Workshop, she has, I think the spells and potions, you do the witch shit, you do a lot of things that really taps back into our ancient roots of our African spirituality. So
yes,
I definitely urge y'all to make sure y'all support and all that great stuff. Yvonne Empress says, yes, that's how you know it's coming. I be getting excited. I be getting hyped.
Oh, I love your face, Yvonne Empress. On there, I love your face art.
I say, I be getting the giggles and everything.
Because you know it's bubbling up.
Right. Like, oh shoot. And then sometimes it tingled down in my throne area. That's how I know it's really about to pop off. Like, oh shoot. Because because it got a whole brain of its own that could tell you. Like, I'm telling you, women, if we listen to our yoni speak to us, we wouldn't do half the shit that we be doing.
Now you going deep with it.
Because it be talking to you. It be on you. But If you can't hear it,
Yeah.
that's because you got some blockages there. You ain't made that connection. But come to this workshop, or even just take the seeds we talked about tonight and do your own learning, and then start doing that work. You're going to make that deeper connection, and you got a whole second brain.
Yeah, I think anybody that's on the live tonight is already started. You know, it's with most things, it's like going down a rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? So you're already on a journey. You already on a path. You're already that much closer. You're already that much stronger just by, you know, being on the live tonight. And where you're gonna take it from here, it's only gonna grow. You know, it's like Dorothy on the yellow brick road. Once she step on one brick, the next one glows up to tell her where to step. Then the next one glows up and tell her where to step. You would just keep moving forward.
Yeah. Excellent, y'all. Well, I thank everybody for tuning in to this episode of Are You Woke Yet? I hope we drop some jewels for you guys just to take you further on your journey. I appreciate you so much, Nzingha, coming on here. I'm excited about Saturday. Excited about everything you got going on, everything we got going on. Always gonna be in support. Thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Natural Woman Magazine app. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. Like the page on Facebook. Share with a friend. Tell somebody to download. Visit the Natural Woman shop. We got 50% off all readings happening. I don't know when I'm going to stop it. I'm not sure, but I'm just keeping it out there for y'all to check it out. Thank you to everybody who purchased from me and supported Black Friday. We're getting all those orders out. It was great. I'm excited. Thank you all for the support and shares. But until next time, y'all, I wish you much peace, love, and light. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you. Thank you so much.